everybody, I'm back. I've got another packing video. I am just getting ready to head up to Alaska for about 3 weeks. And this is kind of an interesting time of year to go because I'm leaving here mid-July, almost late July. And I'll be coming back at the beginning of August. And during that time, often is when fall starts. Not always, and not everywhere. I'm going to, as usual, quite a few different places. So I kind of have to be ready for Alaska summer and Alaska fall. It doesn't change too much what I'm bringing. I am also going to Unalaska, which is also known as Dutch Harbor, for a few days before my tours. That's related to my book research. So I am excited to share that with all of you later on the podcast and in my email newsletter. And if you want to follow along in real time, definitely follow me over on Instagram or join my Patreon because I'll do some updates there too. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what the expected weather is. So as you know, if you've watched any of my other videos, there's not a lot of point in using the forecast because I'm going to be gone for 3 weeks. So instead, I'm going to think about what's typical for this time of year, the different places I'm going. So Unalaska is pretty wet all the time. And the 50s is kind of a normal weather kind of this time of year. So I did look at the forecast and that's kind of what it looks like. But in this case, I'm kind of planning on what I know about the weather there and what my friend Catherine, who lives there, told me to expect. So I'm doing that. So I'm bringing my rubber boots, which I wouldn't normally bring for the interior and South Central Alaska at this time of year. But I am because I'm going there. So I'm doing that. So because of all that, I'm bringing a checked bag and it's the same as my carry-on roller bag, just bigger. And then I'm just going to have that and then my shoulder bag. And that's it. So, let's see. So I'm bringing the rubber boots. I'm bringing a light sleeping bag because there's one place I'm going to be staying where I'm going to need that. I decided to bring my hiking poles since I was checking a bag. So let's talk about what I'm bringing. I'll show you what's already in the bag and then I'll pack it up. Okay, this is what I've got so far. This is, I've told you before that I love this trunk style bag, whether it's a carry-on or a checked bag. It's really nice for small, tight places like everywhere I stay in Alaska. Like I said, I have two. I have the carry-on size. This is the check bag size. And what I've already got in here is my extra tough boots. And I've got a small first aid kit and a gift for my friend kind of stuffed inside there. I've also got some backup toiletries. I've got my travel backpack and my pack cover. Slippers, this light sleeping bag I told you about, my hiking poles, my coffee cup, because I won't use that till I get there, and then some camera equipment. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it so far. Let's go through the other things I'm going to bring. All right. Hey, everybody. So I already showed you this bag, this trunk style bag. And some of the things I already put in, which is my rubber boots, my extra toughs. They're folded down, so they fit in here pretty well. A small sleeping bag that I have for one place I'm staying. Some backup toiletries, my slippers, and my hiking stuff like my backpack. Small first aid kit, that kind of thing. So going from there, let me show you the rest of the things that I am bringing, which is mostly clothes and things related to clothes. My toiletries are going to be in my carry-on because remember, I'm checking this bag and I'm just going to have a small carry-on that's actually a messenger bag that fits under the seat. So let's see, what am I bringing as far as clothes? Let's start with shoes. So I already told you I'm bringing the extra toughs. I'm primarily bringing those for Unalaska. The other places I'm going, Seward, Anchorage, Denali, Fairbanks, at this time of year, I would not normally bring those, but they're going to be important for the 4 days I'm spending in the Aleutian Islands. So I've got those in here already. So other shoes, I am going to wear on the plane, like I almost always do, my Blundstone boots. If I could only bring one pair of shoes, it would be these guys. These are my tour shoes. I can hike in them if I need to. They're pretty amazing. They're comfortable. They're waterproof. They're not too hot when it's warm. They do keep my feet warm, especially with wool socks if it's cold. They're amazing. Okay, but those won't go in the bag because I'm going to wear those. I am bringing a pair of flip-flops. I always bring some kind of sandals with me. And these are my hiking shoes. I'm also bringing a pair of barefoot running shoes. I am going to bring my running stuff for this trip because I should have some chances to do that. But those shoes, I'm going to still run in them tomorrow before I leave. So they're not here, but they're very light. They're barefoot shoes. So these are like running shoes, but they're trail runners, so they're waterproof. They have good grip. I actually can't wear boots to hike. They're too hard on my feet. So this is what I wear. I put them in these bags because they get dirty and then they don't get everything else dirty. My boots also have a plastic bag that they're in. So let's see. Is that everything for shoes? Yes. So I've got flip-flops, boots, my tour boots, and my hiking shoes, and then my running shoes. So that's 5 pairs of shoes. Normally I would bring 3 or maybe 4 with the running shoes, but special circumstances. Okay, I've got socks and underwear. Let's see. Oh, the socks are still in the other room, but they're in a packing cube like this. So that's the underwear. Got the socks. I'll get those in here in a minute. Okay, so let's go up to legs. So, I'm also bringing pajamas. That's what's in here. Okay, so then I am also bringing a pair of jeans. I'm going to wear those on the plane, I think. I'm going to bring this pair of lightweight leggings. I kind of debated. I have a warmer, heavier pair, but I decided to bring rain pants because I'm going to be on boats a couple times. And sometimes it's nice to be able to sit outside on something wet and wear rain pants. So I kind of need the light. It's not nearly cold enough for me to wear heavier leggings under the rain pants. They're also really good for bug protection. And we're getting to kind of the end of bug season, but I still just wanted to make sure. And the rain pants are kind of small. As you know, I don't always bring those, but I am bringing them this time. And then other pants, this is a pair of black, like stretchy dress pants. They meet my requirements for business casual, but they're really soft and comfortable. I almost wore them on the plane, actually, but I decided not to. So anyway, I'm bringing those. And then I'm bringing these 2 pairs of lightweight hiking pants. They're dressier, so when I was a hiking tour guide, I wore them, and I also wear them in this job. They're kind of wrinkled right now, but once they're unwrinkled and with a nicer shirt, they totally work. I think I'm going to bring both of these at the last minute. I might decide to just bring one pair. I do laundry every week, so I'm kind of thinking, do I need 2 pairs of work pants per week or 3? I'm still debating about that. So even though I'm leaving soon, there are a few things I'm still deciding. All right, that's everything for pants. So tops, this packing cube has all my work shirts. They're business casual, but they're comfortable. They have to be comfortable because my job involves a lot of moving around. And then this white shirt, we wear a white button-up dress shirt for just one day of the tour. But mine also doubles as a sun shirt for hiking, so that's nice. So I've got that. Other tops, so I mentioned these. I do wear these for work, but I also wear them for other stuff. They are these like kind of dressy but super soft ewer shirts. I've told you about that brand before. I have 2 shirts like this. I'm going to wear this one on the plane. I'm also bringing this very lightweight fleece hoodie. It's very, very light. It packs up to like the size of a coffee cup. But I'm going to bring it on the plane just to have one warmer layer. This is also a ewer top, by the way. And then I've got my rain jacket. I'm going to bring that with me on the plane because I have a long layover in Anchorage and it's going to be raining while I'm there. And then I'm expecting that. And I'm expecting that it'll be raining when I get to Unalaska. So just in case, my bags get lost, I want to have something warm. I'm also bringing this wool hat that I made. It's a glacier. It's fun. I'll tell in my knitting roundup one of these months, I'll show you this hat more. You've probably seen me wear it, but I'm also going to have this in my carry-on so that I can whip it out really quick at the airport. If something happens with my bags, I'll have something warm to wear. I'm also bringing socks and underwear in that bit, just one pair. So in a pinch, I don't get my bag. I'm also bringing my toiletries, all my medications in my carry-on, even though it's smaller than like a carry-on bag. So I'll show you that afterwards. And then 2 other tops I'm bringing. This is a long sleeve shirt. It's also a sun shirt. It has a hood, but it also is kind of warm and comfortable. And I don't know, I just find myself wearing this a lot. I think that is it for everything that's gonna go in my checked bag. And I'll show you how it all fits in. One other thing super important as far as jackets. So this, you've probably seen me wearing this amazing Copper River fleece soft shell vest. I also have a jacket. So it just kind of depends what's typical that time of year and then the other stuff that I'm bringing. So I decided to bring the vest this time instead of the jacket. I usually don't bring both. So this is the one I'm bringing this time.